Hi, everyone, and welcome to ITW Xtra, powered by JSA, coming to you today live from the floor of ITW in National Harbor. And joining me today is Jim Fagan, brand new CEO of Aquacoms. Welcome.
Well, great. Thank you. Great to be here.
I know this is far from your first time at ITW.
Yes.
You're a veteran of the industry, but new in your role to Aquacoms, and it's exciting. We're excited to be here talking to you for the first time on JSA TV. Tell us a bit about, first of all, how you're finding the show and your experience being back here in your new role.
No, great. Thanks for that, and thanks for having me. And it's really exciting to be here in the new role. It's actually always exciting to get back here. It's just the amount of people you meet, you run into, whether it's just old colleagues, friends, but you pick up your own current customers, but you also find out what's going on in the industry. It's a great learning. Yeah. So the time here is so valuable. And to be able to come into the role at Aquacoms and start here is actually great because it's almost immersing me completely in the business with my team, with the customers. And really, I was excited to take this job. I've obviously know Aquacoms very well from being in the industry with them. There's times I've competed with them. There's times I've cooperated with them. So from the outside, I always had this great respect for them. And it's fantastic to get in on the inside and see not only was all kind of what I thought was true, it's even more so. It's a great team. Yeah. It's a great business that's been super successful. I'm really passionate about our customers and, really well respected. So I couldn't be more excited to be part of that team and see how we actually grow from that foundation and go take the next steps for the company. Yeah,
amazing. And I couldn't agree more. What great timing. It's like it was planned, right?
Exactly.
You're here, you get to talk to, I'm sure, a large base of your customers and partners and prospects and future connections. I mean, what great timing, but also a great start to the show for you. I know that you had some breaking news this week.
Yeah, no, and I'd love to take credit for it, but since I've only been here for a little bit, the team's obviously done an amazing job. So, we announced one of the first production 400 gig connectivity subsea on the transatlantic. And so also end to end, with tails and data centers. So completely synced. So again, I think it's, why 400 gig on terrestrial is kind of a bit of old news. Yeah. Subsea, there's still a lot of complexity. And I think it's exciting for us because, being, pure subsea, carrier of carriers, we have a lot of capacity. We want to give our customers options as they use that. And really, for those customers to use a large amount of capacity, what it's going to do for them is it's going to allow them to consolidate some of their traffic. It's going to actually reduce costs by reducing cross connects on the back end, on having the split traffic or combined traffic to then go from 100G to 400G terrestrial. So again, it's a next evolution in subsea. And again, our team did a great job of being a pioneer in it. And we're excited that we're going to actually productize this on all of our current assets, as well as the future ones that we have planned. So it'll be a core offering from Aquacoms going forward.
Fantastic. And I mean, this isn't the only innovation that's been happening, I think, with Aquacoms, right? You have AEC3 as another release.
Absolutely. So if you look at our heritage being a transatlantic company, we've actually had provider. So we've had two systems, AEC1 and AEC2. Yeah. So we got very unique with naming the other one AEC3.
Yeah.
But it's important for us. So it's going to give us 3 diverse and resilient routes across the Atlantic for our customers. As customers are looking to get to different endpoints. So now we'll actually be able to pick up customers. If you think of the 3 cables, Jersey or New York, this will be out of Boston. We interconnect in through Dublin and in through the UK. So it's more diverse routing for our customers. And then, it just really helps our system and leverage our systems and leverage the opportunity for our customers to get different levels of connectivity with us and more flexibility.
Yeah, so important. And I'm sure that you've been talking about all of these things throughout the week.
Absolutely.
And is there anything else, though, sort of as we think about, again, we've talked about you being back to ITW. It feels bigger than ever, at least than it's been.
Absolutely.
In maybe 4 or so or more years. Yeah. But what are the big things that you're finding coming up this week for you?
Yeah, I think it's interesting. I think obviously those 4 years also had operational impacts in the industry, particularly in the subsea space.
Yeah.
And, demand though has, for capacity has remained like unabated, the growth of it. And I mean, who knows what we'll see out of AI coming. All it's going to go up and probably go up a lot faster. Mm-hmm. And what there has been is there's been a lot of delays on some new systems due to some supply chain issues, due to the constraints of so many people wanting capacity. So, it just really reinforced that, we need to be that provider that can have capacity for our customers, that we're in the right markets that they need to be.
Yeah.
And it's really helping me with the team kind of steer where we want to go next and what we want to do. So, one thing I know that we previously announced was, we'll be, when it goes live, sometime next year, into next year, we have a capacity on the 2 Africa cable from Europe into India.
Right.
That for our purpose, we call it the EMIC cable. But it's so there. And so really that's part of that global expansion. That's what customers want. They want to be able to start going Europe to India. There's a lack of capacity there. So that's part of our expansion is how do we take this expertise that we've developed in the Atlantic, on being just a world-class subsea provider, and how do we actually take that and get more capacity, more options for our customers in the big global data center hotspots that they want to be.
Right. That's amazing to hear. I mean, that's been a big conversation we've been having this week. I mean, you mentioned AI. We've been hearing that all over this week.
I don't have an opinion on or anything else.
No.
So I'm not going to sit here and tell the world's going to end.
Right.
But all I know in our business, it's going to lead to more customer demand because it's just, and so we have to be ready to serve that.
Yeah. And it's a global play, as you said.
Absolutely.
Right. And into some of these bigger and developing markets that where there's just, the sky's the limit sort of thing. So to be there to serve that is so important. And just sort of as we wrap up, as we, you think of leaving here and where will you take these conversations? Sort of what's next for Aqua Comms over the next, year or year and a half?
Well, I think, the one thing is to keep executing like we've been executing for our customers and supporting them and operating. The team's done a brilliant job on that. It's actually, bringing this AEC3 system online at the end of this summer. It's, getting ready. We did an expansion into India as well by acquiring a company called OpenByte to provide that landing force, provide those licenses. But more importantly, it's about the people that are part of that group, the expertise that's on the ground that we can now offer customers and how they navigate getting their traffic into and out of India. So it's a bit of the combination of that. So getting that going, and then how do we replicate that in other areas of the world, whether it's in Southeast Asia or Trans-Pacific, and then not just on the assets themselves, but building the team of local experts that really know the market that can add the most value to our customers. So really, that's what a lot of my focus is on. And I think, and I'm hoping that at these conferences going forward, you'll see a lot more announcements on us. On seeing Aqua Comms expand and seeing, us continue hopefully to be successful for our customers and give them the options that they're looking for in the market.
Yeah, amazing. And we look forward to hearing about all of this as it continues to evolve for you and for Aqua Comms. And so for our viewers who may want to connect with you, with Aqua Comms, how can they do that?
Yeah, it's great. Just go to our website, www.aquacomms.com.
Yeah.
So don't usually have to say that much, so I'm getting used to it.
Yeah, exactly.
So go to the website, and if you got any questions,
Luckily,
feel free to reach out.
Yeah.
Feel free to reach out to any of our teams, and we'd be excited to have those conversations with you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
Yeah, really a pleasure to meet you here for the first time on JSA TV.
Great.
Yeah, and thank you, viewers, for tuning in to JSA TV, coming to you live today from ITW on the floor of National Harbor. Until next time, see you soon.